This is ranked.
Tulsa. The ship everyone was hyped about turned out to be a little unsatisfactory compared to what everybody expected.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of the fact that, first of all, its hull isn't as good as, it could be, because it is only a Baltimore/Buffalo hull.
Hey, look, there's your super ugly Kearsarge in the background.
Uh-huh.
See if I can zoom in on that just to trigger you even more. There we go. Do something like that. Let's get the other bow out of there.
It's not that great, Duck. Not that great.
So the thing about the Tulsa, it's only got the two barrels in its main batteries. It's at tier 9, kind of like what a Des Moines is at tier 10. It's got really good reload on those guns, but it doesn't have a lot of things that make Des Moines so special. It is sexy though, yes. Tulsa is tier 9. So this is a ranked silver game, and Silver League ranked has 6 on 6. Which is probably Wargaming's way of dealing with the fact that very few people play ranked in the higher tiers anymore.
No, people play ranked, we'll just make the ranked game smaller then. Forehead.
Mm-hmm. Be forever before you reach that. You're not. Don't be in a rush. Now, you do have radar, you do have hydro, you've got heal, all the hallmarks of a Des Moines. It's just your DPM is a lot lower because you are missing 3 barrels.
It's actually on par with Buffalo. Before that, it actually used to be slightly higher than Buffalo's DPM.
Mm-hmm. Q got you this time. Well, I mean, it's got anti-air, and I believe you can slot in defensive fire, but I'd rather have hydro in a competitive environment as well, like ranked. But because there's carriers, you notice how Ash is being more cautious and not going into the cap right off the bat. That's kind of big. Also, what was the last game we just did? That was Daring Clan Battle. And I guess we could call it using stealth. Kid is AFK?
Yeah,
maybe. Because really, that's what that daring game is all about, right? Was how to use that stealth, especially around all the radar. The one thing that always got me with Tulsa is her second turret, and I'll zoom in on this, and I warn you, once you zoom in on it, you can't unsee it. But look at this, look at that turret. It just looks wrong on top of that big armored barbette up there. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Managed to get through ranks without anyone in your team full inting. Wow, congratulations.
It looks like that turret might be destroyed easily.
Yeah, well, because it's so exposed, right? There's the radar for Too Late Organism. Interesting name. Unfortunately, your turrets are facing the wrong direction, so you can only fire with your butt turret. Yeah, thank you, All for One. That's what I mean. Like, it looks odd.
What is the Tulsa?
It's
What do you mean?
Baltimore with Des Moines guns.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Just fewer of them, though. And look at those shells coming in from the Musashi. That could have really, really put a hurt on you, but they missed. Lucky you. Alright, enemy team is clearly focusing on A, so it's time, I think, to kite away from here. If you look at the minimap, your Kearsarge has already done that, and your kid is still AFK.
So essentially you're fighting this 5v6.
So when that happens, you need to play defensive, but you also want to make it so that the enemy doesn't want to move up that quickly, because if they do, they'll overrun and they'll get a free kill on the kid. And even though you might say, F this guy, he's AFK, it does make it easier for the enemy team to win. So I look at it that way, as I can't allow my teammate to die even though he's AFK. Random battles, who cares, you know, that's his problem, But Ash is using the island right now, and this is actually pretty smart. That being said, the Musashi could easily end your life right now. He can easily arc those shells over the island if he wants to.
And he doesn't care about your armor either. Because you only got 20.
Ah, rip the kid. Everybody sees the AFK, they see the easy free points, and they take it. Now this does allow you to farm without them shooting at you, so that's kind of nice. But I think you've overstayed your welcome here. Kearsarge will do that because all they want to do is use planes. Well, and that's the other part of it too, right? Look at where the Kearsarge is. He's actually behind your Shokaku. So, oof there. Proper way to use Kearsarge, by the way, use your guns, and only when you don't have a target, that's when you pop your plane.
The 500 IQ play, of course, is to use your planes to force an enemy to turn towards your guns, or turn broadside towards your guns, and then hammer them with your guns.
Good maneuver here to get behind the island.
This is very smart play, actually, just farming down that JB.
And the Cossack will detect you momentarily. If you're lucky, well, the Cossack's opening up with guns because he thinks he's already won the game. So this can work. But notice how Ash is keeping a close eye on where the island is in relation to the enemies, and he started moving forward as soon as he realized that that they have a shot on him. So that's good. You're detected, but you're using radar to detect the Cossack. Obviously, what you're doing is more important than what the Buffalo is doing right now. So this is good.
Now the problem is you're down on caps. You're equalized on kills, and you've more importantly killed the battleship, which is worth more points than a destroyer or cruiser. But you're still down on caps.
Yeah,
so what
but
I would do right now, is sort of stay here and let whatever that is. That's a Musashi, so keep it away from you as much as possible. Deal with this Cossack.
Yeah.
And then wait for your team to, I don't know, push into B. Push into C.
What I would do right now is I would move forward. Obviously, you can't let the Musashi kill you. You've got AP loaded, and your job is going to be to smack the Buffalo when he comes around the other side of the island. So have your guns turned more to the forward of you. There you go.
Good radar.
There you go. And he's coming in right now. All you have to do is keep your bow pointed at the enemy. Don't worry about your rear turret at all. If you're lucky, this Buffalo will get greedy and try to hit you with his rear. He just did that, and he's going to pay the price for this right here. All you got to do is keep pointed at him and just enjoy the citadels. Bathe in his citadels. Musashi didn't keep coming around the corner. That's a big mistake for the Musashi because, well, he could have ended your life, but he didn't. For some odd reason, he decided to turn. Epic throw indeed, Desta. Epic throw. Absolutely epic.
So now that the Buffalo's out of the picture, I don't know, you can do whatever you want, I guess.
Well, I would, honestly, I would wait until the Musashi's out of range. So head straight to the border of the one line there. Get as much distance opened up between you and that Musashi. Musashi is shooting at the Kearsarge, who somehow managed to lose almost all of his life, even though he was behind the Shokaku. So riddle me that one. Musashi doesn't have the balls. Well, yeah, I'm surprised. I really don't get why he turned like that. I think he saw the Kearsarge and he thought it was an easy kill. And he probably expected the Buffalo to take you out. Now, you should be shooting AP here and hitting him in the butt. He's got fire prevention. So those HE shells, you've already set a fire on the midsection. So that was an opportunity there to get more reliable damage. You didn't need in the end, but that could have been the difference between life or death if he had gotten the salvo out on you or not. So, Monkey Bob 929, thank you very much for the follow. And now look at this, you've got a Boom Chakalakov to beat to death. This is kind of nice. PDO, thanks for the follow, appreciate it.
Nothing more satisfying than wailing on a carrier.
Oh, sure. Citadel. Armored Prayer, at that range, can a Tulsa, Citadel, and Musashi? Probably. But I don't know that you want to give yourself the chance of doing it or not, you know what I mean?
If you're that close to a Musashi that you can Citadel him, chances are you've already messed up.
Yeah, and he's already reloading. Now, if you're talking about that engagement when I mentioned switching to AP, at that range, no, I don't think you can. You have to be like point blank, like less than 2 kilometers away. At that
like
range,
you have to be right there at like. I think you have to be right at that threshold for your initial pen.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and when I was talking about shooting, switching to AAP and shooting at their stern, that's because he'll get full pen easy damage against a stern that's not saturated. So that would be the quickest way to kill the Musashi, rather than shooting the superstructure that's already saturated, that's already on fire. Hey, Stalwart, you're welcome. Miss Clara, hey. How you doing, Miss Clara? You're good. Very nice. I'm glad that you're having a good day. All right, where are we at? Oh, there's the win. There's the W.